สวัสดีครับเดี๋ยวผมไก่ต้งครับก็วันนี้ผมก็จะมาเล่น Assassin's Creed Odyssey พาร์ทที่ 9 กันแล้วนะครับผม ก่อนอื่นผมก็บอกเลยว่าผมจะกล่าวว่าจะพาร์ทนี้จะเอาก็ทำเป็นเกรดหอกได้เลยนะแต่ว่ามันยังไงอ่ะเราต้องล่าลัทธิที่ยังไม่ถูกเปิดเผยว่าเป็นใครเลยนะครับซึ่งว่าไอ้นี่ก็เปิดเผยแล้วว่าไอ้นี่เป็นไอ้ฮานี่ที่ว่าเลเวลมันสูงเหลือเกินแต่น่าเสียดายเรามาทำเควสอย่างอื่นก่อนก็ได้แล้วก็ค่อยมาไล่พวกนี้ทีหลังแล้วกันโอเคมา
Come on
โอ้น่าเสียดาย
When you're ready, meet me at the Pnyx in Athens.
มีแค่ไหนต่อมาดูกันโอเคนะผมตัดมาเลยแล้วกันนะครับผมก็มากันแล้วนะผม
The Spartans may draw near to our walls, but we must come together now for the glory of Athens!
Glory for you!
Friends, please! Just because the Spartans are near our walls does not mean we can act like them! A good crop! Shame the Spartans burned the fields where it grew! The Parthenon is glorious, Pericles, but at what cost? How many triremes could we have built instead?
We must not become divided!
We are divided, and the Spartans are winning! Act, Pericles, or I will!
Oh, good. You came. Things are worse than I feared. Cleon has turned the mob. We have to hurry.
Where?
To Pericles. Stay back! He is no threat to Pericles. I assure you.
Ah, Herodotus. It's fine. Let them through.
It's good to see you again, Pericles.
And you as well. I only wish it were under better circumstances. And who's this?
Alexios.
Welcome, Alexios. And what did you think of your first taste of Athens?
I think you and Cleon both made good points.
Good points aren't at all what the crowd seem to care about. They're afraid, and Cleon indulged their fear.
Pericles, we've come to...
We must choose our moment wisely and speak our words more privately.
Fine. We've come to you on urgent business.
As does everybody.
I may have told Alexios you'd invite him to your symposium.
You'd ask me to exclude every Athenian and invite an outsider instead. You heard the crowd. They don't need another reason to hate me.
If he's working for you, maybe the prying eyes will see him as a servant.
I'm no one's servant.
Alexios, this is Athens. If you want something, sometimes you have to play a role.
And what exactly is it that you want?
I'm looking for a woman who's very important to me. Herodotus said a symposium could be useful for gaining information.
He would be correct. I can get you in, although I can't promise the information you seek will be found.
Just tell me what to do.
First, check on my colleague, Mediochos. He was meant to meet me today, and it's not like him to miss an appointment.
Done.
My friend, Phidias, needs to be taken out of Athens as soon as possible.
Anything else?
Yes. There's an ostracism vote taking place that could use your influence.
I'll do it.
I'll expect you to use discretion.
That went well. It isn't exactly an invitation, but the promise of one is just as good. Although I'm sure he'll still ask Aspasia if it's okay.
So long as it comes.
นี่ก็ไปไหนต่อนี่เปลี่ยนสีเกมมาก็ไปนี่กันเลยงั้นเราก็ไปทำนี้แล้วกันนี่เลยแล้วกัน
Help me! Please, someone! By the gods, why did it have to be snakes?
Help me! If you leave, these snakes will kill me! Get me out of here! Hurry! Kill the snakes before it's too late!
เฮ้ยงูเหรอโอ้งูด้วยโอ้โหเยอะเลยมีงูดีน่ากลัวจัง
Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
My life-saving services aren't free.
Of course.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. Do you often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
I'll track them down, Metiochos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart within the city before the Spartans can breach the walls.
ร้อยบอกหน่อยดิมาฆ่าไก่เล่นๆหน่อยไก่มันเอาอ่ะเอาเหรอโอ้โหไก่เวล41ด้วยโอ้โหเวลเท่าเราเลยโอ้โหทำดาเมจไอ้เจ้าไก่ตัวนี้
Τι συνέβη μόλις?
เดี๋ยวกูก็จับมันจริง
The part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about.
วิ่งเลยโอ้ย
Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiochos.
ไอ้ตกใจหมดเลยไอ้งูบ้าเลยก็เป็นคนโกงงูนะไม่เป็นกลัวก็ไม่แปลกหรอก
It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiochos weren't the masterminds behind this plot.
ตรงนี้มันจะมีงูอีกไหมเนี่ยอย่านะอย่านะ
Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. This must be the house of Metiochos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiochos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Boraktis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Tell me what I want to know, or I'll cut you down right now. Your cause will be forgotten, and so will you.
All right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
เดินไปเลยฆ่างูกันเดี๋ยวเรามาล่างูกันแล้วนั่นเองนั่น
I should be careful.
โอ้ยเที่ยวมองไม่เห็นด้วยไฟเที่ยมโอ้ตักตรงนี้เลยเหรอเดี๋ยวช่วยหน่อยอุ้ยไอ้
I'll end you, Mystios. You'll feel the sting of my venom.
อีไม่โดนตาเลย
You can't stop me.
ย่อ
He's dead. Should keep friends of Pericles safe.
ตายแต่ละมึงเรื่องรู้เรื่องเลยไอ้ศาสตร์เรื่องในมือ
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Misthios. I'll be sure to mention this to Pericles.
ก็ไปอัพกันต่อเลยมาไว้ต่อไปที่ผมจะทำดังนี้ก็เดินไปไม่ไกลหรอก
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said there is an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Pericles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take care of the rest.
No one will see me go in or out. Stay here.
ก็ไปเลยเดี๋ยวขอมาขโมยของหน่อยของเล่นๆขึ้นแดงขโมยนี่เราต้องไปทำอะไรอีกอะ
I don't want to be spotted here.
โอ้ไปเข้าไปคนเห็นคนเห็น
You're done for! มาละก้าเลยมะละกอมะละก้ามะละกอเอาจะเลียถาด
นี้เลยอย่างนี้เลย
That should do it. I should let Pericles' contact know.
ได้เคลียร์อ่านมันได้เลย
It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
I apologize for the delay. There was evidence someone attempted to tamper with the votes. Don't worry. The Ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted, and Anaxagoras is to be ostracized.
He's slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
I know the price of actions. I have to as a mercenary.
That simple piece of information tells me more about you than your name ever could. Explaining oneself must be carefully done.
Explaining myself would take more time than I have.
Then let us focus on a single recent event. Tell me, as a mercenary, is there anything you wouldn't do?
Everything has a price.
And you're the one who decides when the pay is worth it.
I don't have the luxury of turning down a job.
What of duty, the greater good? Are they not their own kind of payment?
Some people might see duty as a good enough reason, I guess.
The greater good is all we should care about.
Easy to say if you've never worried about going hungry.
I eat to live, but I do not live to eat.
If you say so.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmi, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
I did what I was asked to do.
And your needs are greater than those of the man you helped ostracize. Still, you raise a fine point. Who is more responsible? Anaxagoras for getting himself mixed up in this, or you for simply sealing his fate?
I'm not responsible for his actions. I have one thing to think about. My own.
Then I hope you also think about today, about Anaxagoras, about choice.
Socrates! There you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know.
ก็ต่อไปเลยก็มาทำดีกันไม่มีคนตามล่าเราอ่ะแล้วเราไม่เอามันตอนนี้
Keep it moving. Stop. I can't let you go any further.
Stand aside. This is important.
So is keeping people out. Maybe you can see Phidias after his trial, if the people spare his life.
Phidias and I have been friends for a long time. I'm leaving Athens, and I don't know if I'll ever see him again.
You won't. And if you want to leave Athens in one piece, you'll go.
Now. I tried to be nice. I really did.
ดูกัน
You're a joke!
ไปใช่ไหมเข้าดีๆไปไม่ได้เฮียใส่เฮียนี่เดี๋ยวก่อนรู้สึกไอ้นี่ก่อนนะผมขออนุญาตไปอุจจาระก่อนอ่ะ
Sorry about that.
How did you get past the guard? No one gets past the guard.
Relax. Pericles sent me.
Praise Athena. I knew he'd send help. I was worried they sent someone after me.
He sent me to get you out of Athens.
So he knows about the plot.
You mean the trial? From what I've seen, you don't stand a chance.
Pah, the people love me. I am the Phidias. But there are others. Look.
Malaka. It isn't a trial Pericles is saving you from. These are instructions to murder you. Who wrote this?
I don't know who to trust. I'm just an artist. I just wanted to create. Please, what am I to do?
First, you need to pull yourself together. You're on trial. The people are against you. And now I find that the cult want to kill you. I said pull yourself together.
Yes, of course.
All right, we need to go. Do you have any idea where I can take you?
South of Athens, there's an island called Seriphos. My friend Theras lives there. When I discovered the plot against me, I sent word to him. If anyone can help us, he can.
Good. Any clues he has of the cultists' identities, I want them.
Yes, anything. A guard!
I'll distract them while you sneak out. Meet me tonight to set sail for Serifos. Don't show your face until you see me at the docks.
I understand.
You didn't think you could attack one of us and get away with it, did you? Come on and fight!
Hey, I'm watching.
ชิบหายไอ้เหี้ยเอ้ยมา ไอ้เชี่ย2 ตัวเลยเหรอ ตายแล้วโอ้ตายแล้ว
Just give up! Just die of it!
ของนี้ตายด้วยเลย เป็นไง
Not long now, Mister. Prepare to die! Bleeding doesn't make you brave.
พี่ป้าเตือนแล้วนะว่าพยายามมายุ่งกับข้าไปเจอแบบนี้เชิญไปปัดเอาเรื่องมาที่เรือเลย
So many boats. So many people. There must be enough food here to feed Kefalonia for a year. If I meditate, maybe Phidias will be here when I'm done.
โอเคว่าต้องการใช่ไหมให้นะผมขอปีไปเปิดแมปแป๊บขอจะได้พักทาวเวลได้เพราะการพักทาวเวลมันเป็นรวดเร็วสะดวกสบายการใช้ชีวิตเลย ชีวิตจริงก็มีโอ้โหโลกนี้ไม่มีเวทมนต์หรอกถ้ามีนี่ก็ป่านนี้จะตายห่าแล้ว ไปคนเรามันก็ต้องคนมั่งนะอเล็กซิออส
Good. You made it. I was beginning to worry.
I told you I'd get you out of Athens.
So you did.
Wasting time will only get us into trouble. Let's head to Seriphos while we still can.
Is your stomach turning as much as mine is?
You'll get used to it. We'll reach Seriphos before long. Raise the sail! Ready the ship for docking!
It's good to see you alive and well, Phidias.
And you, Theras. As you can see, I didn't get here alone.
Ah, yes. The kind and thoughtful hero you mentioned in your letter.
I'm glad I could get him out alive.
And for that heroism, I found some information on a man named Brisson who's plotting Phidias' early demise. Hopefully you can make something of this clue.
I can.
Please give Pericles my thanks and my farewell. And be careful. I still believe many in Athens are in danger.
That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
I swear on my life and the lives I will take from others, I will not fail the cosmos again.
Alive with thee, so we dance in the shadow of the great Parthenon. I give to my goddess to Athena we pray.
นี่ก็ต่ออะไรดีเดี๋ยวต่อแล้วกัน
Cassius, it's you!
Phoebe,
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
This party could be fun. Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan. Maybe he fights like one too.
If I could suggest anything, please don't start a fight or end one.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
โอเคนั้นขอจบคลิปไว้เพียงเท่านี้กันโอเคครับถ้าใครชอบคลิปนี้ก็ฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามด้วยนะผมก็สำหรับวันนี้ต้องขอตัวลาไปก่อนบ๊ายบายสวัสดีครับ